Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at my cactus collection in the tiny greenhouse. Let's get straight into it. Well, I've just organised the greenhouse and sorted out the collection, so I thought I'd give an update on what's happening. Along the top row, of course, I've got the bench is only small. It's a 4 foot by 6 foot greenhouse, so space is limited, which makes me really think about which cacti I'm going to keep, which cacti I'm going to move on. Some I've planted outside. I will share that later. So have a little look at a few interesting things. So I'm just going to go left to right, and we'll start off with the Opuntia Euphorbia, a single pad that I took off a larger plant that's now outside. Euphorbia Obesa, a couple of agaves there, a Variegated and Montana. These bigger cacti and succulents, I don't think I'll keep these long term, but they're here for now. I've got crested rat's tail, I think, an IKEA purchase, a couple of Opuntia that don't thrill me, but you know, Opuntia, I think it's monocantha possibly, and then I can't remember the name of that one, but you know, there you go. This Mammillaria, it's starting to flower for the first time for me. I got this as a rescue plant. There are the flowers coming through. Got this as a rescue plant. Euphorbia Ingens. I've had this for absolutely years, and it just grew. It just grew one tall main stem. A little bit boring, so I chopped it last year, and it's just getting a bit of growth on there. And I chopped a few more pieces down here, and they seem to be popping as well. Yeah, down here I've got a lot of aloe, arista, and some pups off my main Agave Americana, and a tiny Lophophora seedling. See if I can get her. There you go. I sowed these Lophophora about 8 months ago. I did a video on it recently, and they haven't grown very much, so I'm seeing how that one goes. I'm still working out what kind of cacti I actually like. When I started about a year ago, I just had a random assortment of bits and pieces that I just got from shops, you know, IKEA, the ones that you kind of find in supermarkets every now and again, like the Echeveria. But I've picked up a few things I like. I mean, agaves is one of the main things that I'm enjoying growing at the minute. I've got agave, Parryi and agave gentrii. I did those in a recent unboxing video. I am looking for some agaves to grow outside eventually. When these do size up, I will be planting them out. A couple of Copiapoa. There's a huge Copiapoa Coquimbana, something like that, and then that's my Hasseltoniana. And then I've got some more Copiapoa down here. I think Copiapoa is one of the plants, one of the types of cacti that I'm going to keep collecting. I've got humilis, Copiapoa humilis. I've got a few more there. You can see the labels. No Cinerea or Dealbata yet. They're a little bit more pricey than these ones. These are all fairly inexpensive. But I'll give a little close-up of these. This is an interesting one. Copiapoa hypogia. It was not sold as a variegated one, but it clearly is. Look at the colouring. I've not seen any other Opuntia online with this colouring. It has got a little bit of green on there, so it will photosynthesize, but apparently slowly. The other one, I really like this marginata with the black spines. I think one of the main selling points of the Copiapoa is the black spines for me. And then this one is offsetting, Copiapoa longistaminia. Excuse the pronunciation. This Uebelmannia Pectinifera is another one that I picked up from an auction, and it is on its own roots because I repotted it recently. A lot of people told me it must be grafted, as most of them are, but you know, it's from what I can tell anyway, it looks to be on its own roots. It is pretty gnarly, pretty beat up, but I kind of like it. It isn't flowering at the minute, but it did flower for me continuously from about January to August. So there's the Uebelmannia. Yeah, this one lives in the house over summer. It's one of my more tender ones. I've been treating it as possibly tender to plus 10 Celsius, so it lives on the bathroom windowsill. I keep it moist. I mean, I do spray it over winter, but it seems to be doing okay. This one, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's another rescue one. Opuntia ficus indica. I took that as a pad cut in last year, and this little pineapple looking thing is a Euphorbia buplerifolia crossed with a Susanna. There you go. This one fell off this offset, and it has rooted. Kind of cool looking plant. I think Euphorbia is another one that I kind of enjoy, but it's difficult to find ones that I know will be okay in the greenhouse over winter. I managed to keep it above -2 degrees over the winter, so that really it does limit what I can grow in here for sure. Open to ideas if you've got any ideas. I am getting a little bit more interested in staging. There's a few US growers that have inspired me to try staging, so I've just got a little bit of slate from the garden, trying a few different things. Got the Lophophora lithops. I will get a few more lithops. I want to try something a little bit bigger, but I would like to try potting up, you know, mixing a couple of things, like getting my astrophytum, myriastigma and capricorn, planting them together into one pot with a few rocks, and trying to create something that looks a little bit like habitat. So that's definitely a plan for the future. A little bit of potting mix made up. I've got just generic horticultural grit for top dressing, and a mixture of mostly grit and a little bit of organic in there as a general cactus mix. I joined the BCSS last year. Really good decision. Very helpful people who are happy to advise newbies like me on how to grow various things. So that's a very quick tour of a very small greenhouse. Let's take a look at a few things that I've got planted outside. Yep, on the decking, got a few jade plants. I've had these absolute years, and a few extra agaves, Americana, variegated, and this agave funkiana. These will spend the summer on the deck, south facing, and then they'll be back in the greenhouse in October. And last but not least, my cacti and succulent selection of plants in the arid bed. I've already done a video on this, but I keep adjusting bits and adding more, so I'll do a quick rundown of what's happening at the minute in this arid bed. I have got a few more rocks in there from various projects around the garden. I'm collecting a few rocks from around here and adding them, but I've got a mixture in there. I have already done a video, I'll link to the video, but a mixture of yucca, agave, hesperalo, Opuntia, Dacilarian, aloes striatula, and then the washi in the middle. That's the arid bed. Right, I'm gonna grab a cold drink and spend the afternoon here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, do consider giving the video a like and subscribing. See you next time. Bye.